Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.
Just one, two. So, Shobai, kato pani na.
विठ्ठल हरि ओम विठ्ठला विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि 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 विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि 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 विठ्ठल राम कृष्ण हरी मुकुंद मुरारी 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 पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी राम कृष्ण हरी पांडुरंग हरी बोलो पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी राम कृष्ण हरी मुकुंद मुरारी 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 पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग 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 हरी पांडुरंग पांडुरंग विठ्ठल 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 हरि ओम विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि 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 विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि विठ्ठल 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 बोलो हरि विठ्ठल बोलो हरि विठ्ठल बोलो हरि विठ्ठल राम कृष्ण हरि मुकुंद मुरारी राम कृष्ण हरि मुकुंद मुरारी राम कृष्ण हरि मुकुंद मुरारी
हरि ओम ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः ओम नारायण कृष्णाय चंद्र महाराज गुरुदेवम ओम नमो कृष्णाय परमात्माय नमोस्तुते कल्याण प्रभु देवाय गुरु नमोस्तुते ओम श्री कृष्णाय गुरु ज्ञानम कल्याण देवाय नारायण कृष्ण गोविंद ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः ओम श्री कृष्ण चंद्र देवा गुरु ज्ञानम कल्याण दृष्टि समदेवम ऑफर बाय फुट ओम शमश्मिरे परस्पर्शम शमाश भाव शमाश्मिरे परत परे राम कृष्ण रिक नाम तो माता पृथ्वी नम होलजस ओम स्मृगवता ओम गंगा चा यमुना चा गोदद स्वरसती नामारे सिंधूर कावेरी जल अष्टमिना गिव द नेक्स्ट वन नाउ कल्याण दृष्टि गंगाय च यमुना चा गोदद स्वरसती नामारे सिंधूर गिरिचंदन कावेरी जल अष्टमिना निधि कुरु कल्याण दृष्टि ओम श्री गंगाय च यमुना च गोदद स्वरसती नामारे सिंधूर कावेरी जल अष्टमिना निधि कुरु Punchan just I give you do just so ओम श्री कंद चंदा देवा मंगल गुरु ज्ञानम कल्याण दृष्टि चंदनम देवाया ओम श्री कंदा चंदमया देवाया रूपादति प्रीतानंतदकम देवाय सर्वदेवस्य नमोस्तुते. Okay, that's such a name, right? Next slide also. Fix back the show. ओम श्री कंद चंदा देवा प्रीतानंतादकम देवाय नमोस्तुते कल्याण. Right, express some sense. ओम श्री गंधा देवा नमोस्तुते कल्याण दृष्टि समदेवाय विष्णुरोकम. Take some rest. Right hand open. Sprinkle it wrong the body. कल्याण दृष्टि समदेवा आत्मा शांति प्रभा देवम श्रीमाला. ओम मलेकरे सुगंधेनि मालतैनि भय प्रभु माला हिरटानि पुष्पानि प्रहिगृहीतम. Yep, Mrs. Ase. Malikaris Lady Arti. So doing Arti going wrong the box, right? There is no who to cook. Arti going wrong, I'll go with you, right? ओम यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्ति कृतानि च तानि तानि किनेष्यन्ति परक्षणाय परे परे. कल्याण देवस्य ब्रह्मायनि मंगल. Alright. Next one. Come, you go to the back. Hold, check your chin then. Same thing you do back. Hold this, Sani. No, you hold this. Same way, Kandan. Om Sri Kanda Chandadevam Kalyana Trishti Samad Satifodi. Kalyana Devasya Brahmayani Mangala. Two hands. Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Rokayani Sarva Kalyana Trishti Samadevaya Mangala Mangaladana Devam Kalyana Trishti Bhava. Rest of the table. Take some of this. Om Sri Gandharevasya Kalyana Trishti Samadevasya Brahmayani Mangala Mangaladana Deva Vishnu Gandhareva Vishnu Rokayani Kalyana Trishti Nimala. We know it's right ready, it's ready, and by it. Kalyana Trishti Malikari Sugandini Malatai Nivai Prabhu Mala Hirtani Pushpani Artigorong. Yani Kani Chapapani German Sri Kritani Cha Tani Tani Kineshanti Kalyana Devasya Brahmayani Mangala Mangaladana Deva Vishnu. Alright, go 3 back line, ready, fast ready. Ready water. Sprinkle. Om Sri Gangacha Yamunacha Ghora Daswarasati Namare Sindhur Kaveri Jala Ashtamana Nidi Kuru Kalyana Trishti Samprabhayani Mangala. Chandan. Om Sri Kanda Chandareva Vishnu Lokayani Sarva Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Mangala Guru Dhanam Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Lokasya Kalyana Trishti Samadevam Mangala Guru Dhanam Kalyana Trishti Kanda Kalyana Trishti Samadeva. Yeah, right, wrong. Sarva Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Gandharevasya Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Mangala Malekari Sugandheni Malataini Bhai Prabhu Mala Hirtani Pushpani Prahigrihita Om Yani Kani Chapapani Janman Sri Kritani Cha Tani Tani Kineshanti. Come, Joe. Come, Joey. Wonderful. Sprinkle some water. Om Ganga Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Rokasya Kalyana Deva Mangala Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Rokasya Kalyana Trishti Samadevam. Wonderful. Take the chandan. Kanda Chandarevasya Vishnu. What is Vishi? Kandadevasya Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Mangala Mangaladana Deva Vishnu Roka Kandarevasya Kalyana Trishti Samprabhayani Mangala Mangaladana Deva Kandarupayani Sarvadevasya Namostute. Sprinkle some. Aksara soul to her liberation Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Lokasya Kalyana Deva Mangala Mangala Kalyana Trishti Samadhic essence. Kalyana Devaya Vishnu Rokaya Sarva Kalyana Trishti Gandharpayani Mangala Mangaladana Devasya Vishnu. Wonderful. Take the mala. Behind you. Malekare Sugandheni Malataini Vai Prabhu Mala Hirtani Bhushtapani Prahigrihitam. Dirty. You don't go wrong, right? Om Yani Kani Chapapani Jarmantri Kritani Cha. Prem Sabolo Sri Guru Bhagwani Ki Jai. Wherever you are, stand, and my loved ones, bend your head for a few seconds as we offer salutations and praise. Take flowers, give them flowers. Om Sri Atmaya Shanti Bhavadevasya Kalyana Trishti Samadevaya Mangala Guru Nama. Om Purusham Tatram Chatra Chato Ya Pratavitrama Purusha Bhuvasha Gopa Sarevaya Atmayam Sarvadevam. Om Sri Agni Devtaya Satvama Prati Priyobhyo Devabhyam Sarvabhyo. Odipatirvan. Death has separated you from this body. Now you're in the plane of ether. Accept this divine stage that the Lord has chosen for you. As now death has come to this home, removing you from this body freeing that soul from any attachment, we ask Bhagwan to accept you. Om ye satavi shavitaya indraya dvasaram turnataya mangala priya deva sarvdevam bhutaya sarvakaryana samo. Divine Lord, we humble ask, He Bhagwan, that you take our dear departed towards the heavenly region, Bhagwan, freeing him from any sort of attachment, bondage. Whatever he have done in this earthly region, till we ask, Shamash Mile Parasparsham, Shamash Mile Parat Pade Ram Krishna Rikanam Tam, Mata Prativyomaraut, as our dear beloved one is leaving this earthly plane, may you free him from any attachment, whatever he has done, if he hurt anybody, or anybody in this stage of life, we ask forgiveness, so he can have a free exit out of the material plane. Om Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Sri Ramachandrai Guru Devaya, Guru Namostute. Together, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, Daya Karo, Prabhu Bhagwan, Sri Ram. Today, as we have purified his body to come to you, Lord, may you accept this humble offering and salutations of praise to you. Om Sri Krishnai Namaha. Om Sri Pitrai Namaha. So, my loved ones, in accordance to the Hindu funeral ceremony, the body is the last offering to God. And when the body becomes the last offering to God, it has to be purified and sanctified in prayer and devotion. The body is going to be offered back as Havan today. As you'll see in the cremation site, all the ingredients of how we place upon the body: rice, sugar, blood, still, kesar, kasturi, gugul, kanfa, chandan. And that body will be pierced in the chitta, this big Havan Kund. Say, Bhagwan, what belongs to you today, we give it back to you. And we ask the Lord, whatever he have done in this earthly region, to be forgiven, as he have accepted death and the soul has exited his body. My loved ones, we perform the Pinda Sanskar of everybody foot and bow. Get the Pindas. Give each of them one. Joey, take one too. You're going to do two, right? Yeah, give everybody one. Alright, put one. You put one by the head here for me. Om Kalyana Trishti Pinda Sanskara Devam. Matur Upyahan. Offer water in the hand by the thumb. Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu. Mangala. Put one in the sun, enjoy. Kalyana Deva, you take the next one. Mangala Sara Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu. Rokasya Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Mangala. Mangala Dana Deva. Next side. Pitri Samadeva second next hand. Kalyana Deva Vishnu Nihan. So we can open Nihan. Make. The rest inside. Kalyana Trishti. Wonderful. Om Kalyana Deva Sri Gandhari Vasya Kalyana Trishti. Put yours by the foot. Everybody follows there. Same way, take water. Open your hand. Kalyan, let fall through your tongue. Kalyana Trishti Pinda Sarada Devam. Put one on each chest. Kalyana Dhanasya Kalyana Trishti Samadeva. Deva Pinda Samaja Devasya Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Rokaya. Mangala Kalyana Devasya. Sprinkle. Open your two hands. Touch it. Kalyana Devasya Brahmayini Mangala. Kalyana Devasya Vishnu Rokayini Sarva Kalyana Trishti Samdevasya. Prem se bolo Sri Guru Bhagwan ki jai. You may have your seats. Give them flowers again, Annie. Just sit for a moment as we just offer a word of prayer firstly before we begin the discourse. Hari Om Sri Bhagwan Uvacha Chandaya Sarasukram Pragaya Vanda Bhavasi Ghatrananta Sumacha nano samapanditaya na tvamajatu samanitraya na tvamadeva chavitram na vitaya sarvadeva guru devam om deka vitayatra dehi kavayam sarvadeva namostute kalyana trishni samadeva mangala mangalarana deva kaunaya gajara tatratam pratayanam sri atmaya shanti bhavasya kalyana devam om sri paramatmaya shantiya bhava devam om sri krishnai namaha vishnu arpan. Very foot, give them some tulsi. Sprinkle some tulsi into everybody. Om tulsi patramaya ditam devaya kalyana trishti samadevaya atmaya sarvadevam guru dhyanam kalyana trishti samadevaya vishnu rokayanam guru arpanam swagatam. When death has entered a door, it brings messages also. Message that today was his day. We don't know who's next. Whether we like to admit it or not, death is uninvited but always welcome. Because whether we like it or not, we all have to die. At the time of death or sickness, we point many fingers at people. But nobody knows what you go through. The sleepless night when you have a sick, and the countless time you have to give up things to make that time to care for someone. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, no one dies like that. The soul is notified of death 100 days prior to death. So before you die, your soul is notified. But because we are only human, and we live in a material world, we cannot acknowledge the message of death. But I saw somebody you know died, and when you die, you say, you know, like you were saying this, it makes sense now. Or they were doing that, it makes sense now. But the soul is notified of death, my loved ones, before he dies. That's the normal man cannot comprehend the message that was given. The Guru Puran make mention, my loved one, firstly understand that death itself was part of this journey of life. In Dharma Pritakan 2 of Guru Puran states that the soul is notified of death 100 days prior of death. We are told that via the Guru Puran, prior to death, the body starts refraining. Silence comes in. Disattachment comes in. He said, which is responsible for death itself. The 5 Prita Pranas combine together to depart, my loved ones. The 5 senses retreat into the soul. Finally, the person loses consciousness and death occurs. The Quran also make mention, my loved ones, that the party of the Jiva Atma is unique. But there are 2 places that soul can exit. The upper region or the lower region. But the Guru Puran make mention the departure of that soul depends on the life you live, on your actions. And when somebody dies, it reminds us of attachment. What to be attached to. What you can take with you. What is yours? What belongs to you? Once in this body there was a soul that was named Hari. Presently there is a body now known as a corpse. And the life within this body has left. But I want you to look at him. Look at the size of the box. And think, what will you take with you? The box barely fits the body. So he tells us don't be attached to material things because you cannot carry any. And when somebody dies, the first question comes, what he leave me? Oh, that was my father's. Oh, that was my mother's. What is mine? What they leave me? Ask yourself, when they want time to receive, are you there to give? When they want place to have, did you give? Did you hold that hand? Did you hold that water? Instead of worrying what they give to you, think what you ever give to them. Before you think what they left for you, what did you give to them that they can leave to you? The Quran says, man, do not be attached to material things, because that is temporary, because life is temporary. He says, he said, the sense has so many thoughts, so many deeds, so many names this one person carry. Right? He will be a grandfather, he is a father, he is a husband, he is a nephew, he is a uncle, he is a father-in-law. That's one person, how many names and how many titles. But you know what he also says, my loved one? Akshasara Deva Mangala. The soul leaves, the soul is only the size of a thumb. And it's a flame that is unseen. And that little flame holds his whole body together. And think what that flame called a soul leaves the body becomes motionless. It becomes lifeless. But it says, man, do not be attached to material gains, because you're going to leave it right where you found it. It says, Varu Vayu Samarevasya. Akshav Eta leaves the body firstly. That is why the body cannot support itself no more. After Aksha leaves the body, Vayu air leaves the body, ceasing circulation, so the blood stops flowing. He said then Agni leaves the body. That is why the body becomes cold. He said, and the fifth form leaves the body is Prithvi, the earth. And the minute the earth region leaves the body immediately starts to decompose. My love, one, the five sense organs, the Shukta Bhutas, they all live in the five elemental form, making the body a corpse. The Prithvi leaves, then the soul now accompany the departure. Along with all the five opponent senses, the body is known as a linga shir. The size of a linga or a thumb, that soul now departs from that body. Krishna Bhagavan says, when a soul leaves the body, now death occurs. Have you seen your soul? Have you touched your soul? He says, soul is unseen, untouched, unburnt. Cannot be wet, cannot be dry. It's never ending, it's eternal. It comes, departs, and goes. Life is a cycle, my loved one. Birth is the first chapter, and death is the last chapter. He says, between birth and death, that kahani, you write that kahani. Nobody writes your story. Nobody walks your path. Nobody writes or gives your blockages. Only you can do it. You know, when something goes wrong in our life, you blame everybody except yourself. But here he says, oh man, be aware there's only two chapters in your life, birth and death. That is given to you. Time of arrival and time of departure. But between time of arrival and departure, there's many chapters in your story you're going to write. He said there are 8,400,000 type of species that the soul can come back. It might not be a human again. But then he says, Manakarupaka Manake Katwa. He said, oh man, only you chooses that form by your actions, by your deed, by charity, by giving. You know, now we always think about receiving. Who get the most? Or who get the best? You know what's important to you, my loved ones? Is no get the best, you know, who take time to do the most. Check the deal. Who take time to dedicate a few moments to tell somebody how you feel. It's not about doing an arti. It's not about putting a mala. It's not about putting up flowers. That's the last rites. We have to do it. You know what counts? A glass of water, a plate of food, a gift of clothes, 10 minutes of your time. That is what counts in the ending. You know what time people dying in a bed. You know, a lady talked to me recently, Baba, I have 16 children. And my neighbor gave me something. So I called my daughter in Canada to come. I ain't feeling good. She say, I can't get holidays. But think about it. Somebody's sick, you can't get 10 minutes to visit. But when they die, you get 2 weeks till all your rights done. Who you fooling? 2 yards, $2 a yard cloth your mother wearing her whole life. You offered us $10,000. Who you fooling? You know, you got to pray and say, Manaka Rupa Manake Katwa. He said, take time to do it when they are alive, that you can say, I have done it all. I have given the best that I could. I have spent at moments that we can talk. What memory would you do to you? It's not about bashing someone, but letting you know that Harry's gone. You have your people still alive, cherish them. He's telling you in a silent message, my time is up. There's no place to me in this earthly region. I have to go to my maker. You are here. You can correct the mistakes I've made. You ever see people sometimes, sorry to say it, no offense, no apologies. You have 2 foot, you can't go church, you can't go mosque, you can't go temple, you're too busy. You get sick, every day you want to go. You never hold a lota to offer dar when you're healthy. When you're sick, you're praying for health. But what you eat is what you receive. How you pray is what you get. He said, give and you shall, ask and it shall be granted. So we take no time to pray. When trouble comes, you have to find your way, you know. Okay, you lost yourself somewhere. Bhagavan says, do not be fooled by material gains, because nothing goes with you. Not even his body goes with you. He says, not the size of the funeral you have, but the life you touched while you was alive. You can have 5,000 people by the creek waiting, you know. When the fire takes that body, burn you back away. So who really goes with you? We are only observers with pure respect. But he come alone and he will enter that fire and he will be burnt alone. And the ash will be thrown into that water as to Ganga Sararupam alone. But he also says in life there will be many journeys, but everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. But he also says, Manakahi Rupa Kaha Rupa Jagareva Ma Mata Pita Jaga Pu. I said, mother and father was your walking stick when you was a child. They change your pampers. They make you milk. They feed you. They bathe you. And they dress you, not so? So who do you think when they come a child again have to do it? You. That's your duty as a child. You say when you are a baby, they were your walking stick, and when they become old and a child again, you become their support. You become their support. The God of Quran says, my loved ones, waste not the time you have. That time is short no matter how long you live. Life is not enjoyment, you know, it's a sukh and dukh, joy and sorrows, laughter and pain. The same house going to have a wedding? Where is doing a wedding? Celebrate, not so? Same house going to have death. Where are you doing death? Grief, cry. He said, boys, the journey of life is not what you have. It's how you achieve it and how you enjoy it. Joey, knowing you personally, I can say you and Jesse did a wonderful job. Right? I mean, sometimes you come, we talk, but if you listen to what I want to tell you in a few days, you realize we didn't talk just anything. I want to tell you that you have done your best. You're going to grieve, you're going to cry, you're going to feel that pain for the rest of your life. But you know what you have to think about? Everything possible that you could have done, you did it. And that is commendable. Jesse, I saw you stand up like a son, like a mother, like a father, and you did your part. That is what your blessing lies in. That is where you get your blessings. It's not about who comes or who do or who don't do. It's about you do what you think is right for you to do. Life is a journey. It's how you walk it, so you'll enjoy it. My loved ones, let's pray on behalf of the soul, asking Bhagwan Krishna to free him from attachment. Om Puratam Tamacha Chatrato Pavayam Nasta Pusham Bhuasva Gopaya Sarva Parapritabhyo Agni Devtaya Savirupaya Mangala Gurudanam Kalyana Deva Atma Shanti Bhava Odipatir one. Take his name. Death has separated you from this body. Please accept death as your next stage now is to the cremation site where this body is going to be offered back to Shankar Bhagavan. And you are now, your main purpose is to travel towards the Pushpa plains of Krishna. O Divine One, accept death as a part of your life journey. Today as death has come, remove you from this body, we ask Bhagavan, Krishna, to free you from any attachment. Whatever you have done, if you have hurt anybody in your life, we ask Bhagavan to grant you forgiveness. That you will be able to understand that death was part of your journey. This day and time was recorded in your journey. O divine soul, as you have exited this body, we ask, Yatram Sataviya Havishana Patam Indratana Tatraya Aganisara Krishna Chandra Kripa Bhavana Pasuka Devana Krishna Atma Vishajaga Atma Kripa. O Divine Lord, we humble, beseech you, O Lord, to take our dearly departed loved ones across the Narayal, with a Narayal cat, apart the Bhavsagar's actions that he created. Vasni Janayatra Vitaraho Pavana Prasama Tatra Samapitra Devanatu Krishna Devanatu. As a man casts off his old garments, O divine soul, to acquire new ones, so the embodiment of the soul casts off the old body in hope to receive a new one. Prem se bole Krishna Bhagwan ki. So here Krishna Bhagwan tells to Arjun, just as a man changes his old clothes, so the soul will change the old body one day. But he also says that birth is uncertain, but death is a must. Because Baba, how somebody could die before they're born? A child could die in the womb before he comes into this world. For some baby, that fetus, death was first before birth. But it says, a mother will tote this child for 9 months. She will encounter many difficulties. She will encounter many discomfort. She'll go through a lifetime of pain just to give you birth and bring you into this world. But ask yourself, look at the sacrifice that mother makes just to bring you into this world so you can live a normal life. But you see the thing they call greed? Anybody know what greed means? Want everything? You need more than you need? You're fighting for 1 inch of land, 2 yards, 2 feet. You make enemies for house, for jewel, for car, for money. You're not talking to your brother and sister because they get the house, because they were staying with the parents till the last breath. You're calling over the bank book, or the drill in his cupboard, or the saw in the backyard, or the waka, or the blower. But he says, what you taking with that? With that carrying you? 2 yards land you're fighting for, enemies, brother and sister don't talk. But when you die, you're grieving. You can't eat. You can't sleep. But you got to pray and say you're only fooling yourself. Because the moments to enjoy, that time is gone. My loved one, look at life itself. We celebrate everything. 2018 was a big year. Everybody had a good old years. Anybody celebrate old years here? 2019 come, what he brings? COVID. Look how many people die because of the pandemic. People never prepare for death. Some houses had up to 3 deaths. I know houses that had 5 deaths in 2 weeks' time. But it tells you what never meet you have not yet passed you. You know, we take too much time to celebrate. We celebrate everything, you know, except the life that you have. The things you eat controls the health you have. The places and clothes you wear tells the character you have. So do not be judgmental to a man that left this world. You can do that only if you have no sin. You have no faults. You have no blemishes. When you want to take time to condemn someone, look at the man in the mirror. You know the man in the mirror? You ever see him? Go home and wipe that mirror. It's been a garden people, long time garden people. And stand up. And look at who is looking to you back. And if that person looking back to you in the mirror have no faults, you can judge. Seldom in life, my love, when we waste too much time. You know, you're going press done, you're going to eat. Somebody have a death, you're going to show your face, let's do it, you go vex. Anybody know why we go to a funeral, by the way? You know why we go to a funeral? Because of the person. Because of their life journey. Because it will impact your life. Because of that family support in your time. We go to a funeral not to sit down and go to a funeral to lend our prayer. To send off this body to its last place of rest. We go to a funeral to say, you know, you are not alone. We are here to support you. We are not here to gossip about you. We are not here to judge you. We are not here to tell you how to do your thing. We are here to make sure that you have our support. A congregation in any environment is like a bundle of stick. The more thick it is, the harder it is to break. When you stand alone, easy to tumble over. When you stand as a group, you become a strong body. My loved ones, Krishna Bhagavan says to Arjun in Gita, Sri Guru Janam Kararhupaya Pragatma Devaya Krishna Devaya Vishnu Sara. He says, grieve not over who have died. Grieve have not for the corpse that lies. Speak not a word that you have not learned. Wise men feel sorrow for the living more than the dead. Why did he say that? He said when you die, you accept the Lord and you are going back to the heavenly region. But when you are alive, you have plenty of obstacles to face. You have plenty of trials to face. You have plenty of difficult moments to go through. You say, you know why? Because you are human. There'll be a day to laugh, a day to cry, a day to sing, and a day to dance. You say, oh Arjun, there was never a time in your life that I was not present. There was never a time in your life that I was not next to you. But when did you get that time to call me? He said, Deka samay yatra de rupaka jara tatra samatatra marupaya. As the indweller of that body faces many stages from birth. Then to childhood, toddler, teenager, old age, death. So to you return in this world again, O Arjun. But your appearance depends on your action. You say, you will definitely come back in this world. It could be like an ant, a dog, a cow, a dog, whatever. But it's what you work for. Think of devotion like a bank book. That easiest definition of bank book. Everybody likes money. But only what you put you have, not so? Only what you put in the account you can say is yours. So when you want to think about God, faith, wealth, think about devotion you put into your life. How much charity you give come back. So whatever you give comes back to you with rewards. Give charity. Help someone in the street with a box of food. One man to Baba, when I do Ramayana, I just share 50, 60 bucks. I feed in 2 home. Yes, it's good. Home have. People donate. People invite for prayers have. But the man sitting by the market, they have no food, he wait on the bin. And when you want to say, Bhagwan say, when you want to condemn what you have, or look at somebody, you have so much. You have a house, a man under a bridge sleeping. You have food in a pot, a man open a bin for his meal. You have clothes to wear, a man wrapping in what you dump. When the night cold, you pull in a chadar or a nice pretty blanket. Somebody pull in a cardboard box. Do not judge happiness by how much you have. Judge it by how you have it and how you enjoy it. He said, Arjun, do not be wrapped into material things. That is temporary. He said, Dek asanam yatra deya kawana sugaya. Tatra samadine kapa murtam bataya. As the indweller of the body experience childhood, youth, old age, through the body, death will come and separate it. O son of Kunti, contacts of the sense make objects, feelings of joy, sorrow, cold, warmth. That's a part of life. He says, do not judge people. He said there are 3 enemies in your life. You know 3 enemies in your life? You see, your eyes is the first enemy. He will see what is there and what is not there also. But he's still not bad. Then you have your ears. He will hear the good things and but he don't. But the mouth, he said that is your greatest enemy. Because he don't see, he don't hear what he always. And that talk he talk about is gossip. And you can test this on your own time. Tell somebody a story. And you hear that story go 20 different ways. What you say, you know, like you're rolling a ball in a yard with mud. You start clean, but every time you go more and more and more and more. So the story goes. You know what time people vex with somebody because somebody say them say and I never hear what them say? And when you really hear what they say, it wasn't really what they say. You understand what I say, right? So gossip is like that, my love, and that destroys family life. That destroys family life. Where the old days, where the happy days, where the grandparent days when Sunday was like Christmas. Everybody Sunday by the mother house. And it didn't come like now and now where you cook day. Everybody walk with a thing to cook. I remember growing up as a child, my grandmother's house is the house going to be on a Sunday. Because all your aunts come in, all your cousins come in, everybody pulling out from their car, they're making their cook, they're liming, and you could do what you want that day. That was like a holiday for children. Christmas now and Christmas then was 2 different times. You didn't have to call your neighbor and call your sister. Now you have to invite your child to come by you. Look how time, he said the older the age, the weaker the mind. And the weaker the mind, the weaker the people that survive. Now he said the older the age is the weaker the mind. We think different. You know when somebody had a dead Joey long time? People come in, they give him a little neuter. They're sitting down. Now when you have a wake it different, what are you making later? Long time all you know was cricks and butter and a cup of Hong coffee. True? Now everybody say, hey, I wonder what Joey making later. Unless you making pie or corn soup. But when you come, you want me Joey at there when you're looking for where they cook. That is how life is now. Not Joey, but general. That's how it is now. You know what a wake used to be a long time? You had to beg them to leave. Body come and I'm still playing card. Now, 9 o'clock, nobody in the house. I remember a long time when somebody died, the family staying over and supporting you. You don't even have to move a pin because that was your support. Now you have a death and you have to prepare like you having a get together later. How time has changed. I'm just telling you to show how time has changed. But Bhagwan Krishna says, the world is still the same. Mango tree still bearing mango, and pomarank still bearing pomarank. Hibiscus start bearing roses, so the world is changing as the people change. Because everything in nature is still the same. But the people mind is different. When you invite you had to invite your sister to come by your house. You say, Ma, you come by me Sunday night morning, you coming? Sister, you coming? When somebody's sick, you go on by the hospital and stand up by the bed foot. They're you know, they're just sick. She looking bad, eh? You think she gonna make it? Where you went for? You know why you go to a hospital, by the way? To motivate. To give that person sick day motivation to heal. To spirit to raise. That they'll have that fighting power to go through. But we are opposite to what we're supposed to be. We choose only the flashy things in life. But in reality, them handles in our box is the most important flashy thing we'll face in our life. 4 handles to tow this body. But the way he also says, my loved one, I want to share this with you. He said, waste not the time that was given to you, because that time is limitless. He said, only a foolish man celebrates his birthday. I know Joey's birthday coming up, right? But I'm going to tell you something. Wake up. Every day you wake up, like 1 day less to live. And every birthday come in your life is 1 year less to live. We are going closer to the end. Stop focusing on celebration and start focusing on making a difference in your life. Making a difference in your family life. Condemn not no one if you have no faults. You can do that. But if you are that person, then you are God itself. He said, he said, man ka rupa, man ka kitra samar hupaya vitra samar. In Kali man will behave like they are gods. When dollars becomes the palace. He said, I made 2 types of people. He said 2 races. Get it correct. 2 types of people. I make rich and I have made poor. Those that are wealthy will have a poor mind. Those that are poor will have a rich mind. You can't have the 2. You can't have the 2. Long time when you go around rich people, they were workers, they were cane cutters, they were farmers, but they were rich. The children was their wealth. You didn't get time to sit down on a chair, food meet in your day, water meet in your day, you had to say, oh God, I have enough. Now you sit down by somebody's house 2 hours and your throat dry in your patch, and they're talking, and you say, I want some water, you have water? Where are our values? Funeral reminds us not to lose yourself. It reminds us that we are not judged by religion, creed, or race. In my village, half of the village is Muslim, and half of the village is Hindu, and about 2 or 3 Christian. When Diwali, everybody house are there, like you know who's Hindu. And eat, I don't mind what them, making someone like them is big Muslim. Rolling Malila and them. You understand? Diwali can pass by my Muslim neighbors and get parsad. Could they stand up with a... We can learn to make it. That's how we live in villages now. Now we are separate, our own people separate each other. I just make better parsad than she. And I can make a better korma than she. No, me I tell you how to make it. We live selfish. These are the things that we have to remember in a time of death. Find ourselves. Choose a better path, because one day, we don't know how long from now, we're going to be in a box. And everything that we made important in our life will be useless to us when we're in a box. They will talk non-stop. They cannot hear us because they're in a box. One day we'll be in a box. We'll just be an object to be observed, to look at, to talk about. You know people normally doing a funeral, right? You look real good. I find so, and I find so, and I find so. But what I find this morning, you have to wake up and realize that life is short. Make up with your family is not worth fighting and living in enmity. It's not too big or small to say, I am sorry. Let's make a change. Let's make a difference. That this death of Harry will not go into vain. He reminds us that we need to change our ways. We need to be more family than neighbors. You know, just last time I was talking to my daughter. She come and hug me after I went back from the week. Think of when you're in your father and mother house, you can't hug up. You can't do everything. When you're married and go, you can't spend a night in your mother's house now. I have to go home. You cannot get a weekend off of marriage to spend with your parents and say, let me spend a weekend, mommy. Only we spend a weekend, mommy. These are the things we look forward to as parents. These are the things we look forward in life, the little things. Christmas coming, everybody thinking what they're getting. Nobody thinking what they're giving. You think of what you cook, we always think of the things that's not important to us. No, I love Christmas, I like mine. Go and come home and we sit down and we talk. But think about Christmas. Is Christmas really Christmas? Christmas is also the birth of Christ, not so? How many celebrate Christ's birthday? Christmas has come, a time of eating, drinking, merry, fight, and go home. Diwali coming. Hindus not painting the house, they're not decorating or cleaning. But Christmas, from the yard, they painting, go back. It's because Diwali is not celebrating like having a good time and really, right? Diwali is a time you have to fast, you have to sacrifice, you have to sit down, do hawa and all them long thing. Now the children are today. But let me tell you something, kids. The best days of your life is now. When you become parents, and you have to face the grocery, and you have to face the stores, and the pampers, and all them things, you realize, oh God, what my parents went through. You have a reward. Your reward, your parents' reward is your success. And your failure is their defeat. Fiona reminds us that, Harry left comfortable because, Jessie, I would say Jessie because I know Jessie. She did it well. Samuel Georgia, yes, she's a young girl. She have needs too. She have feelings too. She have wants. But she made the time to do things. That is the things we look at in society. Today, I will say farewell to Harry. We ask Bhagwan, wherever the soul is, may he find liberation. Wherever the soul is, may he find moksha. Hey Bhagwan, today, as we walk through the page of the Gita, asking, O Lord, may you free us from any bondage. So before we go on to the next part, we'll have, I think we have a, is that Oprah? Right? We're going to have a speech. Right? We're not going to say eulogy, we're going to say a speech. Yeah. Now you have mic for Brooke Shields. Introduce yourself. Come for me now.
Sitaram, everybody, and good morning. I am Harry's sister-in-law, Joanne's big sister, Natasha. I was asked to say a few words. Right, we have all come together here this morning to bid farewell to Harry, named Naresh Seecharan, but everybody calls him Harry. Harry was the son of the late Changa and Rhea Seecharan, brother of Faye, Shane, Indra, Dea, Kala, and late Narsi, Suresh, Gobi, and Daisy. He was the husband of Joanne Seecharan, father of Ravi, Fabian, Adriana, and Jesse, father-in-law of Cindy and Selena. He was the grandfather of Amy, Nathan, Annabella, Hope, Zion, Ronaldo, and Justin. Harry was a son, a father, a husband, a son-in-law, a brother-in-law, a father-in-law, a grandfather, an uncle, a cousin, a friend. In some way or another, we all know him and have come together today to say goodbye to him. A gentle soul, a fun-loving person, filled with dreams and wished he could do so much more. The one thing that Harry always talked about was his grandchildren. The video calls, the visits, how much they're growing and what they love to eat. So he would make sure that when he knew they were coming to visit, he will tell Joey, make sure, cook something the boys like to eat. He loved them so much. I am sure they will miss him too. That was their Papa Harry. It is sad that we all have to say goodbye to you today. But know that the memories you leave will always remain. You will always be remembered, now and always. Rest in peace, Harry.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री गुरु भगवान की जय. Let's all praise Krishna Bhagwan as we prepare to send our dear brother back to the heavenly region. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Krishna Vachandra Kripa. Jai Vasujanani Yatra Vita Jaga Navanagini Jaga Krishna Gopal Tatra Sabhavitra Atavidayo Krishna Vachandra Krishna Gopal. Jai Govinda, everybody. Jai Gopal. Krishna Vachandra Kripa Nainane Chinnata Satrananeya Pavanato Jaga Krishna Kaneya. Jai Govinda. Krishna Vachandra Kripa Devana Chadaya Atranayamaho Akila Chochana Itanitaya Nityasarasama Achanato Jaga Krishna Vachandrana Kripa Gopal. Jai Govinda. Jai Govinda. Krishna Vachandra Kripa Atrana Chini Nitra Jatana Toyama Atmavita Jagatoya Kripaya. Jai Govinda. Jai Govinda. Krishna Vachandra Kripa Atmavita Nitra Jatane Nitra Bhavanato Jaya Krishna Kripaya. Jai Govinda. Krishna Vachandra Kripa Jatana Dumritra Janamitaya Atmavita Jaga Krishna Kaneya Atana Bhutani Petra Samasuka Atma Kripa Jaya Mangal Kripa. Jai Govinda. Krishna Vachandra Kripa. Krishna Bhagwan Suman. Fear not that death is uninvited but yet welcome. Just as you are cast of your garment, the body will be cast out by the soul. But keep in mind, the soul is so unique that the soul cannot be cut, burnt, dried, or wet. For the self-incapable being to understand that death will separate you from life. The soul is unmanifested, inconceivable, immutable, being possessed by such knowledge, you should not grieve for those who have died. O Arjun, if you should believe that the soul is subject to never-ending birth, then that is part of its journey. Death is certain for those that are born, and birth is certain for those that have died. You shall not therefore lament, but farewell to that body that you have known. Before taking birth, being unmanifested in human sense, after that they return to unmanifested form. O man, grieve not for those that have died, but fear them well. Bhajamana Deva Krishna Kanaya Govinda Hari Deva Kripaya Mangalatu Jaya Krishna Murari Deva Kripa Jaya Mangal Kripa Jai Govinda Jai Govinda Jai Gopal. O Lord, today as we say farewell to our dear brother, may you, Lord, free him from any form of attachment. Hey Krishna Bhagavan, today as our brother comes back to you, free him from any material attachment, that he'll be free from bondage. O Lord, you are the giver, we are the receiver, O Lord. Grant us that liberation. Grant us that knowledge to know what is right and what is wrong. My loved ones, at this point, the floor is open for anyone who wants to say anything in behalf of Harry. Anything towards the family, this is your moment. I think someone is coming.
Seecharan Panditji. Harry, it's sad for me to stand here and look at you where you are. I miss your morning phone calls where you would call me video chat and all I would see is top of his head. And it was something humorous. I would normally laugh, but I would expect a call in the morning and I expect a call in the afternoon to ask me what I ate for lunch. I've known Harry all my adult life. His generosity, his kindness, his unwavering smile, I can never forget. My eldest son was just a baby when Harry accompanied us to Cedras to spend a weekend. And it was a lovely time. And from then to now, Harry hasn't changed. I mean, in a sense that his legacy lives on in Jesse, and all who knows him, who knew him. I remember going to the doubles vendor on a weekend morning, and Harry would have us line up as his little siblings or little brothers, you know, and he would have the doubles man make doubles for us. I mean, and he was such a caring person that he would even open the soft drink bottles for us to drink, you know. I remember him walking on Bridge Road and a person walked up to him and asked him for $5. Harry just dipped in his pocket and pulled out money and gave it without even counting to the person. So I asked Harry, you know the person? He said, you know, like they need it more than me. You know, but his memory will live on in my heart and mind forever. And I know that he leaves part of him here in Jesse and his children. I'm happy to see that Narcis's son is here. He have always been with the family, especially times like these, and I'm indeed grateful. And to all of you who knew him, I hope that you all keep that piece of memory in your hearts and minds, and forever. Seecharan.
So as we get closer to the end of this morning's service, I have a little poem I want to just recite to you. I want you to just listen carefully. The poet says, "Do not stand by my grave and weep. For I am not there, for I did not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blows. I am a diamond that glits on the snow. I am not sunlight, reopen gains. I am a gentle autumn rain. When you awake in the morning hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in the circle light. I am not soft, I am not day, I am not night. Do not stand by my grave and weep, for I am not there. Which means to say, don't wait till I die to cry. Don't want to spend that time. He said, I am every here, I am every there like the swift breeze, I am everywhere. Spend that time with me. Do not come at my grave and weep, because I am not there. I am not asleep. So his soul is saying the body is not him anymore. So if you cry next to it, go away, put him down, he will not be there. But he is here now. So don't wait till somebody dies and you want to go to the grave with the biggest bouquet. Visit the house with a nice rose. A nice desert rose to be here. If you visited me, honey. Right? Take that time to do it now. For tomorrow may never come. My loved ones, I am Pandadeo. It was my privilege and blessing to be here this morning, knowing this family for quite a while. Been through some weddings, some funerals, some good times, some bad times. For any one of us, death is not easy, no matter who we are. We are human, we'll grieve, we'll cry, we'll weep, we'll feel sad. But at least let us try not only wait for this time to enjoy the moments of emotions. Make peace, share love, give a little, live a little. Life is short. So there's this one exercise I love to do. I want you to watch the person next to you. Look at the person next to you and say, Om Trishti Bhava. See good in me and let me see good in you. For tomorrow might never come. So as we're going to perform the Havan, we'll have viewing who want to offer flowers. If you didn't eat meat or you're not unclean, you can do arti. If not, please don't. Right? So we're going to do it Havan. So you can come put your flowers over now, right?
की लाली तो वृषभानु की लाली तो गुड़ धनी लागे, हाँ गुड़ धनी लागे। मने करो करो जमुना जी रो पानी लागे।
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। ओ जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल,
हरि बोल।
Guru Bhagwan ki jai. Om Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Let's stand, my loved ones, as we do our final part to Mubariche. Come, boys. Bolas. Kasana jai. Pajya Om Kalyamari here. Saradevasya Vishnu Lokaya Sar. Sarvadevasya Brahmayani Mangala. Devasya Upyahan. Kalyana Trishti Manzil Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Atma Shani 3 times. Kalyana Devaya Vishnu Rokam Mangal Sararevasya Namostute Kalyana Trishti. Alright. Let's Jagavadi Ganti Famal Monale. Give Shri Arti. Om Yani Kani Chapapani Janmansri. Go wrong the box 3 times. Olala. Yani Kani Chapapani Janmansri Kritani Chatani. Arti as you going. Tani Tani Kineshanti Parakshanaya Paripari Kalyana Trishti Samadevam. Atma Shanti Bhavadevam Kalyana Trishti Samadeva. Vishnu Rokaya Sarvadevam. Mangala Guru Janam Kalyana Trishti. Ari Shakti Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Mangala. Very good. सर्वदेवाय विष्णुलोकाय मंगल मंगलरानदेवा विष्णु लोक गौरी घंटी सर्वदेवाय विष्णुलोकायिनी मंगल गुरुजानम कल्याण दृष्टि समदेवाय time is it मंगल सरादेवा विष्णु लोकायिनी सर्व कल्याण दृष्टि समदेवा मंगल गुरुजानम कल्याण दृष्टि समदेवाया विष्णु लोका अर्पणस्य कल्याण देवस्य विष्णु लोकम यानि कानि च पापानि जन्म श्रीकृतानि च तानि तानि किनेष्यन्ति परक्षणाय open this and right yes right hand is emptied out this yeah come Jess now we don't do this yeah go put it out there all this him are you putting one here Om Sri Gandhadevasya Sri Sonadhan Mangala it was Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu that is all right next side Kalyana Sri Sonadhana Devasya Vishnu Lokam Sara Kalyana Trishti as he points where anything could invoke the body, right? Come, put it in right eye. Sarvadi next eye. No, yeah. Nose, the side, and you put the other side. Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Mangala Mangala Sara Kalyana Trishti. Said it. Atma Shanti Kalyana Trishti. Bow your heads, close your eyes. Om Bhajumana Narayan Narayan Bhajumana Narayan Narayan Narayana Krishna Narayana Krishna Narayana Krishna Narayana Krishna Bhajumana Narayana Narayana. O Lord, today as we say goodbye to our dear Father, may take him into the kingdom of heaven. Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Vishnu Loka Mataya Kalyana Trishti Samadeva Namostute. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Tvameva Sarvam. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. Bow to the foot. Honey, get organized to go by the road. Take a light and take this. We go by the road. I who do it?
Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 3